Welcome to Transmissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, we've got videos of figures from the new Cyberworld toy line. DNA Design is upgrading Studio Series 86 Devastator. Hasbro's latest Fanstream shows off a bunch of new bots. Except Studio Series 86 Megatron. Today is Wednesday, June 18th, 2025, and this is episode 647 of Transmissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that stumbled on a parade in DC and realized we were surrounded by assholes. I'm your host, Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Jeremy, aka Yakko.
Hey, how's it going?
Scott, the illustrious Dr. Pants.
Hello, everyone.
And Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
Are we recording the show now? When is it now?
Yes, it's now. Not then that was now, it's now.
Yeah, but people
what
will
happened
see
to
it.
then?
But people will see it in a few days. And it'll be now
When-
for them.
When will that happen?
That will be in the future.
Soon? Let's talk Transformers.
What just happened?
Watch the damn movie.
Okay. Oh, it was a reference.
Spaceballs does have Transformers references in it, so please watch Spaceballs. Classic
That's right.
1986 comedy. It's a Star Wars spoof mostly, but it does have Transformers references,
Yeah.
several Transformers references.
Right.
So check it out.
Merchandising.
Miss
Mega Maid.
Coffee.
All right, as always, we start off the show by thanking our Donatreons, those lovely people who support us on Patreon and PayPal. Thank you all so much for continuing to keep the show going and contributing to help us pay for all those, hosting and all that other stuff. Keep our podcast feed alive, keep it going. We really appreciate it. If you're not a Donatron and would like to become one, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. That's where you can sign up. You get access to bonus content like our bonus show, We Like Big Bots. And that's available on our Donatron page, our Patreon page, all 14 episodes right there. We've got the creators of We Like Big Bots, Daryl and Dr. Pants, right here. I've heard some rumbling of scheduling of things happening, wheels turning. And so I'm just saying that things might be happening. I'm not making any promises. I'm just saying things might be happening.
Maybe. Who knows?
I think there was feedback about We Like Big Box, wasn't there?
There was.
Recently?
We'll have to get to that.
Oh.
I think I lost it. Sorry.
Okay.
We've also got our Transformers Live Play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust, and the bonus uncut version of Empire of Rust episode 138, Gears and Loathing in Lost Iacon, is available for Donatrons right now. So you can get that on our Patreon page. The regular episode will be up next week, June 23rd. So you've got another week to wait if you're listening on the main feed, the free feed at transmissionspodcast.com/rust. But if you are a Donatron, you have access to the bonus version right now. So check that out.
That's a great title.
Mike's been killing it with the movie reference titles for the episodes. It's been really fun. And we've still got our exclusive Skybound Transformers #1 comic with the cover art by EJ Sue that we commissioned. It's the exclusive Transmissions podcast variant of Transformers #1. So you can pick that up at our website at transmissionspodcast.com/comic. So, if you are interested, you can buy it directly from us. If you are going to TFCon, I will bring some with me to TFCon if you want to pick some up there. So just let me know if you'd like to get one at TFCon Toronto this July. So, next month we'll be there.
Give Charles some extra spending money.
Hey, that's for the podcast. I don't spend that money. We've still got our promo code for toyhacks.com. So save 15% off all your purchases at toyhacks.com with that code HAXMISSION. That's for the month of June. HAXMISSION. 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 And that code will save you 15% off everything at toyhacks.com. Of course, that promo code cannot be combined with any other codes, but you can use your Robo points with it. So check that out. All right, let's get into the show. Starting off with some HasBlab.
All right. This is just a quick one. The UK has not gotten their Omega Primes yet. I think their ordering was, I can't remember exactly what the deal was, but they have just gotten their, or Hasbro Pulse UK has sent out their, make sure your address was up to date emails that many of us in the US did not get. I never got one. But people in the UK are getting there, so that just means that they need to update their information by June 13th, or as they say in the UK, 13th June. And I imagine that within a few weeks after that, people are going to start getting their Omega Primes. So hopefully I don't know if they've worked out the whole breakage issue that we've seen so far. I doubt that they made a running change, but we'll see what happens when they start getting there.
It's been almost a week since 13th June, so hopefully everyone in the UK already updated their addresses.
Oops. Yeah. So okay, well they're getting there soon. Hopefully you saw this before our podcast.
All right, let's get into some quick hits.
All right, and first up this week, we are going to talk about Newage. Once again, we like to feature them. They put out a lot of good stuff, and we've got their H65 Keaton, and this is their Legend Scale Hoist, and we've got a new variant of it. And this is one that has been made to look like, I believe this is animated Ratchet. So yeah, it looks great. It's still got the alt mode of Hoist, but they've changed the head for Ratchet, and yeah. So this is the H65 Javgo, Dr. Javgo. So what is that? Zhivago. Yes, never actually seen that movie. I should probably watch that. It's a good one, from what I understand. Yeah. It's got 4 interchangeable hands and 2 electromagnets. So yeah, that's cool. And then there's the H65Y Cannonball, and this one here is the another redeco to make it look like G1 Turbomaster Scorch, and that's pretty cool. Anything to look like the G1 Turbomasters, I'm really into, because they really don't get enough love, and they are some cool ass toys. Yeah, some humble brag, I have them all. So yeah, just want to say. But these look really good, and yeah, I like how they're retooling some of these into the not just changing the color and just saying this is alternate universe Hoist, and this is the clear version of Hoist, and this is, they're actually making existing characters out of the molds, and I think that's a much better use of the mold than just changing the color or making them clear and something like that.
And also including unique accessories for each one. I think that's
of course, also really great. Like the Scorch one here you're looking at in the picture has, like, all those Turbomasters have the like the cannon weapon or some kind of blaster that shoots a missile, and you don't get anything like that with any of the other figures, even in the G1 toy line. They were really unique. And to to spend the money on the tooling to make this so that it's unique to this particular figure is very cool.
Mhm.
So yeah, props to them for that.
Okay. Next up, we have profile videos for Cyberworld. So Hasbro dropped on YouTube a couple of clips showing off Optimus Prime, Grimlock, Bumblebee, and Elita 1. They show a quick transformation for each character, and then they pop up the stats for that character. Kind of cool. I mean, we've known for a while these Cyberworld toys look pretty basic and whatnot, and the characters kind of reflect that in how they transform. It's still kind of cool, though, to get the character profiles. I kind of love Grimlock pulling off the kind of Beast Wars Megatron look. And Elita 1's a boat, right? Is that what that was? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm happy to see we get a boat. There's so few boat transformers. And maybe Hasbro will retool it into Cybertron Thunderblast? Is that her name?
Yes, that is her name.
Yeah. Because come on, we need Thunderblast back. But this is all cool. You can check it out on the official Transformers YouTube page. And I'm sure they'll drop more of these as time comes out. But
all right. Before I get into my next thing, we're going to revisit a quick little bit from last week's toy show.
Look at these here. It's going to be...
you think the bottom heel of Devastator there is mistransformed? Like, I'm wondering if that piece needs to be turned around, or because it's very gappy with that
bottom heel
or on the right leg.
On the front shot?
Look at the pictures up right now.
Oh. Yeah. So, I mean, you're looking at on
I guess they have a back picture there. Okay.
On Scrapper?
Yeah.
It's Scrapper's arms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So DNA Designs will put a big package together for this.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right. So what I have
is
this
that
week,
how I sound?
Yeah.
God.
You can blame compression. You can blame compression. But anyway, as Daryl predicted last week.
You've only been doing this for what, 12 years, Daryl?
And you've been editing now for a couple years, so you should listen while you edit.
Sound like such a whiny bitch.
Well, I mean, you say good things. Like you predicted last week, DNA Designs was going to have an upgrade kit, and now here, the DK70 Wrap Crusher upgrade kit, and it has pieces to fill in those gaps that we mentioned, and it has a couple of trumpets, so you can have them, relive that Transformers the movie scene. So here we can see, yeah, you can see. Okay, next story.
Get on with the ceremony.
This is bad. All right. Anyway, the upgrade kits, as you can see here, make the figures taller. It says you do have to remove a pin when installing the upgrade kit. They have instructions, and we'll show you how to do it. But I think these look great. DNA Designs is great stuff, and yeah, here you can see like specifically the arms and the legs where the gaps have been filled, and it just looks so much better. I'm wondering, does that little bit of plastic, I guess it adds up for Hasbro and they just can't justify doing it. But anyway, this is great, and I can't wait to see the kits that they do for the other figures as well, because they're obviously doing these are just for these two figures, and then we're gonna have the subsequent sets of two.
Can I say one thing really quick?
Yeah.
Predicting that DNA Designs is going to put out an upgrade kit for one of the most popular figures to come out is as easy a prediction to make as me ranting about something in an episode I'm on.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, he predicted it last week.
Yeah.
And they announced it between that show and now. So I just thought that was fun.
Which on that, I do want to complain about one thing that I find really stupid. Sorry, I just got to say this because this has been bugging me for a while. Scrapper is a Voyager class Studio Series 86 figure, right? We
Mhm.
shouldn't. Bonecrusher's a deluxe. Scrapper's a Voyager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wasn't Studio Series 86 Hot Rod a Voyager? When did we fall so far?
They said a couple of years ago that now the classes are based on the complexity of the toy, not the size.
Mm-hmm.
But Studio Series 86 Hot Rod is probably smaller than Scrapper and is more complex and came with a bunch of accessories. Scrapper's not that complex, and he's gappy. What happened? Sorry. This is my only outlet for stuff like this. I apologize. I had to say my piece.
That's fair.
Yeah. Trumpets look good, though.
Yeah.
Trumpets look good.
They should have come with the Studio Series 86 figure, though, shouldn't they?
I know.
Shouldn't they have got, shouldn't...
If Voyager Hot Rod can come with a fishing rod, you would think they could package in a single piece of like yellow trumpet.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
All right. Moving on to our last quick hit. So it looks like there just might be a rumor that we're getting a Takara Missing Link Ultra Magnus. So apparently the 2025 Generations book just came out. So this is the book that they publish every year in Japan that kind of gives a listing of all the figures that came out in that year. And they have a comic that teases an Ultra Magnus. So you can see in the picture here, it's looks like a G1 Ultra Magnus where he's putting on his armor. So the white Optimus Prime putting on his armor, and in the foreground you see Missing Link RC talking to him. So does this mean this is going to be a Missing Link Ultra Magnus? And I definitely think that would be a possibility. I mean, it's an easy job to repaint the Missing Link Optimus and then give it some G1 armor. So that would be cool.
I mean, the engineering's already been done for the cab part, so now they can spend the money to do the engineering on the trailer.
Yeah, exactly.
Only we could tell what they're saying in this picture.
I do not read or speak Japanese, so we're going to need some help on that one. I'm sure there are. Well, this is on TFW 2005, so I'm sure someone over there will provide a translation in the near future. Probably by next week.
Probably already in the comments.
Probably. Oh, there we go. I got a translation using Google Translate.
Oh, go ahead.
Ultra Magnus says, "Sorry, I'm busy, but can you reply?" Ultra Magnus, I told you secretly finding a spy is a roundabout job. Not for me. I only destroy my enemies. Don't worry about that. I want to buy your arm. Yeah, this isn't right.
AI forsakes us again.
Yeah, so never mind. I will say that if they put out a Missing Link Ultra Magnus with the armor, and in the armor he has posability, this would probably be the first Missing Link figure I pick up, because that would be absolutely fantastic.
I mean, just the fact that he can have his legs separated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love how in the picture of the little chest piece, they are showing off the thing with the helmet going on top of it that I only discovered last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool little hidden feature there for the G1 Ultra Magnus. All right. Well, that's all our quick hits, but we've got more to talk about. Let's get into that main topic.
All right, and I guess we're going to talk about the fan stream that happened this week. Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff revealed that we'd already really known about, so nothing really overly surprising. A couple things that we had all kind of suspected, but got confirmation on. But I guess we'll just kind of let's wing it here, Jeremy. Let's just start off, and I'll go through the pictures you show. So it was hosted by Nate from marketing and Stoner Jimmy Fallon. That's Mark, the designer. Mark, he's fun. He's been making. He's kind of turned into the de facto face of Transformers, official Transformers. So it's kind of fun. He's really keen on what he does, and it definitely comes through on the streams and stuff. So he's always very super excited, and yeah, I kind of enjoy watching him on there. And yeah, he's definitely probably most definitely high for most of these things. So
He's high on Transformers, Daryl.
sure, yes. Okay. They revealed the packaging and the figures for the continuation, or I guess the last two figures of the Aerialbots for the Generations line. That's Skydive and Fireflight. Yeah, they look great. Pre-orders went up here in Canada through EB Games, and were immediately sold out. So yeah, so I'm just hoping I'll stumble upon them at Walmart or somewhere other place. So, but yeah, I'm hoping to pick these guys up and yeah, complete a Superion. But yeah, they look fantastic. Yeah, and we got a picture of Superion here on the screen, and he just looks great. Yeah, I definitely think that we're in like the prime prime of the best Transformers we're gonna get for the next little while. Like we had some combiners before, like Combiner Wars and stuff like that, and yeah, they were okay, but we're definitely getting some really really good looking figures right now. And for all those people who thought what's the best version of each character, they're coming out right now.
Although the whole like skeleton combiner thing is really showing.
Oh yeah, like I'm not a huge fan of that. We've made we've talked at length on that on the show, and yeah, it
worked really great for Menasor.
It did, but it's cheating. Everyone knows it's cheating, and it just makes the end product look the best it possibly can. And then at the end of the day, that's really what you're going for. So
you want it to look animation accurate. What you have.
But I mean, it still isn't animation accurate because the planes are on the back, and I don't think they were on the animation, were they?
I think they were. I think they were on the back.
Yeah, I think they were.
And the legs. And the legs they were.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm not a fan of the combiner skeletons either. I prefer the Combiner Wars Superion. With the slingshot instead of Alpha Bravo, at least for me. But this does look really good. It does really look animation accurate, and I'm sure folks will really like this. Also, I mean, when you see Fireflight's like the wings on his legs with the hollow bits on the exposed in robot mode, that's a little unfortunate. I mean, it's a small detail, it's just a nitpick, but it's like, if you're gonna have like hollow gappy pieces, don't show them off in robot mode.
And by the way, for the combine mode for Superion, it's the plane bits are on the back of the leg, but the front bits are supposed to be the chests of Skydive and whoever the other leg is.
Yeah.
So it is close. No, yeah. Really? You think so?
We need to get a sponsorship.
Sure. All right. So next up, we've got. I mean, he was Venom from the original G1 line. They're calling him Venom now. Apparently, Marvel likely owns the license to the name Venom. But he's one of the deluxe Insecticons, and yeah, I think this figure turned out fantastic. It looks really, really good, and yeah, personally, I'm not interested in this one, but it looks really, really good. Yeah,
I believe this is the last deluxe Insecticon that they needed to put out.
It is. I pre-ordered it immediately. I have the other 3, so this was the one I was waiting for. They did make a mistake in the presentation. They said once you get this, you have all 6 Insecticons.
He corrected himself though. Later he said 7. He did. I think he did correct, like immediately correct himself.
Oh, did he? I just heard the 6 and I was
think
like,
so.
how dare you? Who are you forgetting?
Yeah. This one here is the Micronus Prime. This is, this is going to be Charles's territory. He's probably going to pre-order this one right away. This is the Prime of the Micromasters.
Minicon.
Yes.
Minicons.
Also Micromasters. Whatever you want to sell.
I guess it's
the little bots.
The small guys. Yeah. And so he's I guess he's from what I remember them saying on the stream, I think Micronus Prime is that little disc we're looking at there, and then the rest of them is like this armor bodysuit that he kind of wears.
Yes.
So, and the disc form, like in the disc, the design is the Minicon logo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah. This one I think I am picking up. I'm not getting all 13 primes. Don't get crazy, but I think I am getting this one. This one does look really cool.
I'm with you on that, Charles. When I saw this, I was like, this one looks fun. I like this a lot.
Mm-hmm. And it
also
into
reminds
is that
me
a one-wheeled motorcycle? Is that what it is?
Great.
Yeah. It also reminds me of remember that the medic transformer who was with the Decepticon Justice Division. What was her name?
Nickel.
Yeah. I think they could make a Nickel out of this mold. I think retool it a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe.
Or, as DJ Ronan has pointed out in the chat, a scrounge repaint.
Oh,
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Generation Selects. Come on, Generation Select scrounge.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Also, I believe the armor has a weaponizer gimmick where you can take the arms and other bits off and plug them into to the ports and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. All right. Next up, we've got an Alpha Trion. This is what is size class is this? Is
Voyager.
The Voyager. Okay. Mm-hmm. And he turns into a spaceship or a boat, I guess. I guess he's a spaceship. But he looks pretty good. We've gotten an awful lot of Alpha Trions in the last little while. For a figure that never had a toy for the longest time, we've definitely gotten a few Alpha Trions. But his accessories,
I
was going to say his accessories include a book with actual turning pages and a pen,
a feather pen for the
yes, a quill, yeah. So yeah, his accessories aren't the most exciting, but again, he is an old man.
He's the chronicler of the 13 Prime.
He's recording in his Covenant of Primus diary.
Yeah,
and this is
the toy that everyone wants. I want a toy of a diary, note taker.
I mean, I know you're having fun, Daryl, but I'm getting this one
because you're getting all 13.
No.
Yes, of course.
But this is
but he's going to end up with like 11 of the 13.
So. Hey, I haven't gotten Prima. I didn't get Megatronus. Yeah.
You know, Charles, I'm probably going to get rid of my Prima. You want it?
Yep.
We'll talk after the show.
Okay.
But this is young Alpha Trion. He doesn't have a beard. He only has a little mustache. He's A3. Yeah. He's not Alpha Trion. He's A3.
Right.
Because they just put out an Alpha Trion figure a little while ago with the cape and everything.
Yeah.
And
either way, it looks pretty cool.
Logo comes off too. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. That's like from that G1 episode, Forever is a Long Time Coming, where his Autobot logo was the kill switch for the to shut off the Guardian robots so that they could beat the Quintessons.
You guys see what we have to deal with? He pulls episode names out of his head, just like.
Well, thank God somebody can.
It's ridiculous.
Think about the quality of our show, Daryl, if he couldn't do
I can't. I have trouble with the names of characters.
I have trouble with my own kids. And I have one kid. Of course, right now he wants to go by Brick. So.
All right. Next up, we've got a repaint. This is Flatline. And I don't remember the backstory on this one. Who wants to help me out with this one?
From IDW.
So, yeah, he originally Flatline was a character from the movie.
Charles
from the
got it. Don't worry about it.
No, Dr. Pants is right. He is from IDW. This design is from IDW. Originally, Flatline was a movie character from was a Decepticon character from the movie universe. I forget which Bay movie he was in, but he was in that. He started there. They took him into IDW and made him a Decepticon medic in the IDW universe after the war was over. Yeah, so he, he was during when Starscream was in charge of Cybertron, he was like Starscream's personal medic. He did his like redesign into Armada Starscream during that when Starscream was like, I need to change my design every 5 issues or so. Flatline was the medic who was in charge of the facilities on Iacon. So that's Flatline.
Well, he's a repaint of was it Cybertron Red Alert? I think it was
Armada.
Oh, sorry. So different.
They are. How dare you?
So Armada Red Alert, and yeah. So if you like that mold, then buy it again. It
looks good. I love the little flyers,
the black and red. Yeah.
I didn't get Armada Red Alert, but I kind of want to get Flatline just because this looks sick with the red and black paint scheme. Looks really good.
Yeah.
Plus more comic book characters.
All right. And another Prime for Charles. This one here is the Beast one. I can't remember the Centaur, the first
Onyx.
Centaur Transformer. Onyx Prime. That's right. The Prime of the Beasts. This one, I mean, honestly, we talked about this before when they first announced it, and I kind of want this one myself. I know I won't get it because I don't have the room for all these things, but it looks kick-ass. So yeah, I'll let Charles get this one, but again, this is a really cool looking figure. Like I said, it's the first Centaur that they've had in the Transformers toy line, which in and of itself is a very cool thing to do. It looks, as from a toy collector's and an engineering fan standpoint, it looks really complex. There's just legs everywhere. So
yeah, it's weird. A Centaur that transforms into a Griffin.
Yeah,
it's very weird. I'm not getting this one though. I'm passing on this one. It is a very cool figure, but I'm passing on this one.
Okay, sure.
I've really liked what they've done with like the leader class Beast figures since Legacy. I kind of want to get this one just because it looks interesting and cool and imposing.
Definitely.
Yeah, he'll sit real nice next to Transmel 2 Megatron and was it Tiger Hawk?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, we got our first Amazon 2-pack, and this is Sandstorm and can't remember the name of the other one.
Slug
Slinger. Yeah, that's the one.
On the box.
I can't read that. So they changed up Sandstorm. They gave him, I guess they were calling him Handsome Sandstorm. I guess it's from the episode that he was in with Octane. I guess he was where he was very handsome. I mean,
no faceplate, no faceplate. That's all. That's what I mean. I guess. Yeah, the toy Sandstorm has a faceplate. Cartoon model Sandstorm does not have a faceplate.
Yeah, I can tell you from having this figure and messing around with it, it's the Sandstorm's fantastic. So So yeah, if you don't have it yet and you've been struggling to get it, this might be the only way to get it. The Slug Slinger, I feel like I've messed around with this mold before, but I can't remember where I've seen it. Is this the
Titan's
same Slug
Return
Slinger
one.
that we got when? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the
Titan's
same one we
Return,
had.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a decent mold as well. So it looks like a really good 2-pack. And yeah, I think if I didn't have the Sandstorm, I'd probably get it just for the Sandstorm. That's a really cool figure.
I wanted the Sandstorm when it first came out, so I think I might pick this up because I missed it.
It looks like this version also has the Wrecker symbol on it.
Yeah, because it's part of the Wreck and Doom collection that Amazon has.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, if you look at the box here, it's got the Wrecker.
Oh, it does say Wreck and Doom. Okay.
Cool. Right
Amazon's, that's kind of the exclusive figures that they get for all Wreckers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then we've got the I guess this is something we were talking about it before we started recording tonight, but this is the new format for the look of the Selects figures. So they've changed the box of the Select figures, and they've got because there used to be this plain box with just the black ink, and now they've got a little bit of color on them, and they look pretty good. They look very badass, and definitely give a lot more description of what the hell's inside the box on the face of it. So what we're looking at right now is the Dinobot Snarl and Dinobot Slag, I'm going to call them. They call them Slug, but these are in G2 colors though, so they're going to continue the G2 coloring of the Studio Series Dinobots, but they're going to put them out in the Selects line. So we've got a red Snarl and a green Slug, and yeah, they look great. Yeah, if the G2 line was your deal, then yeah, you have a way to continue to get them. Can't wait to see what they do with the next two.
They don't have official G2 colors, right?
That's right.
But
they do, but they never they had planned colors. They got canceled because they lost the molds or whatever. So
and Takara could release Missing Link G2 colors of those.
Oh my god. I had the G2 Dinobots, and I bought all the 86 Dinobots, and now I want the G2 ones because I had those as a kid, and no, stop, please.
Mm-hmm.
I only have so much money.
They look so good.
They do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, and we got this is the Studio Series Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, and yeah, he's a movie figure.
This is the 3-pack.
It's a 3-pack. Oh, okay. Yeah. Who else is in it? We got a Megatron. Okay, yeah, Megatron and a Soundwave. Okay, cool.
Not the Megatron you're looking for.
No. So this is Tank Megatron from Revenge of the Fallen, and Soundwave. This is Soundwave the Satellite. So yeah. Cool enough, I guess. So the Fallen figure it was a Kmart exclusive or something like that, I think, when it originally came out.
One of the versions was. Yeah,
I have one of those because I just thought, well, it's an exclusive. I might as well grab one, and I have it in a box somewhere. But I believe it has an alt mode, which is like a spaceship kind of thing, but it's a real, you got to squint to kind of see it. The Megatron looks okay. It's tank mode. I think you see it once or twice maybe in the movie. But the Soundwave, and it's a real kind of, you really got to be a big fan of this movie to really kind of be into these characters or these figures, I think. Of which we are not. Next, Jeremy.
I think that was it.
Hey, look at that. And we're done. So yeah, bunch of stuff. We'd all kind of seen it before. The thing that kind of surprised me was we had speculated about the G2 coloring of the Dinobots kind of continuing after Grimlock. And they confirmed it when they showed them off. So that's cool. Everything else we'd kind of heard about already. So Nothing really kind of, surprising there. But yeah, the big disappointment for me was not being able to see Series 86 Megatron, and then consequently not getting a pre-order in for one. So it'll show up at some point, and I'm positive I'll be working when it drops, and I'm positive I will miss it, and then I'll never find one ever. So I'll pay convention prices on it when it does eventually show up. So anything surprising for you guys?
I mean, we knew they were coming, but we had not seen the designs for Micronus Prime and Alpha Trion. So I thought those were interesting. Like, at least Micronus Prime, I was not expecting like a mini con within armor thing. It was a really cool looking design that we had not heard about before.
Yeah, I agree 100% because I've been waiting to see what they do with some of the primes, like him and is it Nexus who's the combiner?
Yeah,
I'm kind of curious to see what they do with him too. But Micronus was a pleasant surprise. I pre-ordered that one right away, and I haven't really been pre-ordering this line. And then for me, like I said, I pre-ordered Venom because I have the 3 legend scaled regular Insecticons, and I have the deluxe one, so might as well finish out the set.
I was really happy just to see the G2 Dinobot. I think they just look so good, and I'm not getting them because I'm just not getting anything for the next couple months because my life is a mess. I moved.
Well, don't you have all the G1 colored ones?
I do have all the G1, so I have no real justification to get the G2 one, except I have a G2 Grimlock and I think a G2 Slag over there in the original one.
I'm in the same boat, Jeremy. It's not because my life is a mess, but like I own the G1 colored ones and they look really good as a set, but nostalgia dictates you want the weird colored ones.
Right.
That was your childhood. I actually think
really you just need a couple of the originals and a couple of the G2 because that's really how your childhood worked.
It's true. Yeah. It's true. I actually think the original G2 Grimlock was the first Transformer I ever bought with my own money. So
nice.
All right. Well, that's the Hasbro fan stream. We've gone through all of it. So that'll do it for toys this week. Let's move on to our trips to the store.
The Transmissions Podcast will return after these messages.
And Trips to the Store is brought to you by our merch store. You can get all our Transmissions merchandise at merch.transmissionspodcast.com. We've got lots of shirt designs. We've got cool, design. Our designs can be put on pretty much anything, mugs, hats, whatever you want. So you can all order that through our store. If you want to get some shirts for TFCon coming up, check that out. I think we're doing a discount very soon. Daryl's showing off his good guy shirt. So hope definitely by next week we should have
by the time this episode goes up, there will be a discounted pricing on our store.
All right, there you go.
I promise you that. If it doesn't happen, blame Daryl.
All right. Way to take accountability, Jeremy. All right. Let's get into the stuff we got this week. We're going to start off with Jeremy.
All right. I expected to have full Omega Prime this week, but I am packing things up and I'm not sure if, like, thinking about it, I'm not going to have the Omega Prime probably until August after I move because I realize as I am packing things up, the Omega Prime HasLab needs to be put into a box this week. So anyway, I did find something as I was going through stuff, and I showed this off like years ago, so I'm showing it off again. I have these Autobot and Decepticon logo. They're very, very big. But these were from the Hasbro booth at BotCon 2012, and it was just as I was leaving, I believe it was Aaron Archer that like just kind of handed them to me. It's like, here, you can have these. I'm like, oh, cool. Okay. And I mean, you can tell they are like, pixelated JPEGs that they printed on these poster boards of the logos. That's where we were in 2012. But it's cool. They have Velcro on the back. So, I use that to hang them up in the past. And I'll probably do that again. But it's just cool to have these were part of the official booth. That was fun to have.
Nice. All right, Daryl, you're next.
Okay. I got comics. So Transformers number 21. This is the regular cover. I got that. This is the first part of the it's Jason Howard is doing a connecting variant through the 3 Energon Universe titles. So I will be buying G.I. Joe this week because of the cover that's on it. And then next week will be the Void Rivals cover. So yeah, maybe if you're looking for a cool connecting cover, see if your store still has Transformers from last week, and then pick up the other ones today. I do have these to show off. This is Kill Pop. This is J. Scott Campbell. This is another one. No, he has never drawn Transformers, but he's one of my favorite artists. This is Supergirl number 2. Art Germ, another favorite artist of mine. This is Carrie Andrews, Spider-Girl number 1, the foil variant. This is I Hate Fairyland, but the fuck variant.
Good lord.
Fairyland. It is it's this series is great. If you're not reading this is fantastic. It's by Scotty Young. This is Spawn 365. This is a cover by Mark Spears, very hot artist right now, and giant sized Amazing Spider-Man number 1. This is just because I read Spider-Man and I'm yeah. So anyway, that's all I got this week. Yeah, I buy a lot of comics that aren't Transformers as well.
Daryl has moved to the if you can't beat them, join them section of trips to the store.
Exactly. Yep. People can show off their Switches, then I will show off my comic book collection.
I showed off 1 Switch. I didn't show off 20 Switches.
How many years have we been at this, and how many Switches have you bought?
2?
5. About 5.
You have showed off many of Switches.
I've never
Jeremy
showed
has shown off many of Star Wars helmets and bots. And yes, so I have many comic books to keep up.
Right. I have actually.
I have no Star Wars helmet. I have 1 Star Wars bot that I got from Disney, like from Galaxy's Edge, but that's it. And he's a murder bot, so
You admit it then. Yeah.
All right, I have actual Transformers to show off this week. So
La-di-da.
The floor is mine. So first off, I did also get Transformers number 21. So there's the comic.
No bag and board.
Not bagged and boarded yet. No. Sorry, Daryl.
It's okay. I obviously care for my comics more than you.
Then I got something in the mail. A lot of people in the Discord seem to get this this week. I got the Timelines 2-pack of Optimus Prime and Starscream in their Hearts of Steel versions.
Damn.
So it comes with a cool slip cover. You got Autobot and Decepticon symbol on there. Got both characters represented on the back. Then it comes in this little handy dandy case here. So it's it opens like a book. So like that. There it is.
They're not in there.
Where are they?
They're not in the box, Charles.
They're not in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? So yeah, I took them out. I played with them. I transformed them. So here's Optimus. Optimus is a little tiny for an Optimus. They're both deluxe size figures, but their transformations are nice and cool. And I really like the Starscream. Starscream is very cool. Turns into a biplane. Although even in the 1800s they didn't have biplanes yet, but it's cool. They didn't have transforming robots either, but it's cool. Yeah, these are good figures. I like them. These are good. I am waiting for those Bumblebee and Megatron figures. We still haven't even been able to pre-order those yet, so I'm looking for those. That Megatron as a cannon was really nice. So hopefully we'll get to pre-order that one soon. But these guys are good. Yeah, Starscream in particular is really good. And then he's got, instead of null rays, he's got Gatling guns on his arms.
Nice.
So that's neat.
That's cool.
So yeah, these are good figures. I recommend them if you are interested in the Hearts of Steel versions of characters. These guys are good.
Will these be coming to stores?
I don't think so. I'm not sure. I think these are like the comic edition figures where they were only available on Hasbro Pulse.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure Takara is going to have them in stores in Japan.
Probably.
I'm wondering if they're going to do a Thomas repaint.
He's already got Thomas colors mostly.
Right.
Mm-hmm. The gun, Optimus Prime's gun, is actually transforms into a smokestack. It opens up, and you push the barrel in, and now it's the smokestack for the train mode,
That's cool.
the locomotive mode. So.
That's some Beast Wars stuff. I like that.
It's like classics cool. Optimus Prime, where his smokestacks turned into his gun.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this figure. These two figures, I should say. And the packaging was really nice. I think I might save the box because it's such a nice package here, and it's got all the artwork, like makes it look like it's a metal worked thing from the 1800s. So, you're right. I yield the floor to Dr. Pants.
All right. It's been a while. I don't have a whole lot to show off. I got comics. I went to my local comic shop and I picked up the 2 that I hadn't picked up yet. I was a little behind, so I got 20 and 21. So
bag and board. Good job.
Excellent reads as always. And my comic shop did bag and board my stuff, so I don't have to do it. They just have to go in the long box now. But the thing I have to show off is it's a big one. I've been working on it for a while. This is Mech Invasion's Giant Legion. So I got me a Devastator, a third-party Devastator. He is, of course, a little awkward because, Scavenger and Bonecrusher become the legs, where Scrapper and Mixmaster become the arms. But he's big. It's a lot of fun. He's very solid. And also 100% integrated. The hands, the chest piece, the feet, everything is integrated into the bots. There's no parts forming whatsoever. And the gun is made up of all 6 of the other guns.
That's always
really cool.
And the guns store in vehicle mode. They hide away in him. And then my favorite part is, there we go.
Nice.
Magnet controlled light up eyes. Every one of the heads has an LED in it.
Cool.
So yeah, very cool. And one last thing, and I love this. Crane comes out, and it becomes a big sniper gun.
Oh, that's cool.
It's so cool.
That's really cool.
This is a really, really fun set. It's not screen accurate, but it's obvious it's Devastator. He's super solid. And honestly, all the figures are a lot of fun. The only one I can complain about is Hook. Hook's transformation to combine mode is such a pain. I was not a big fan of that, but every other one is really cool. And the only other thing is, if you turn him around, his back is really clean, but there's Longhaul's fists just chilling out. There's his head. Other than that, you know what? It was great. And
he's
also
got butt cheek wheels.
He does have butt cheek wheels, and that's okay.
It just makes him more padding for when you sit down.
Exactly,
Yep.
exactly. And I'm going to say this. I figured it out. That entire set is cost me $30 more than what the Studio Series will cost me. And it's about the same size as the Titans Return, or not Titans Return, Combiner Wars one. So
Cool.
Yeah, I am very, very happy with that. Very, very cool figure. A lot of fun. Like I said, the individual bots are really great. Hook's the only one that's a little iffy to get into combine mode. There's a lot of it's cool engineering, but it's frustrating at the same time to get him combined. But really, really great set. Absolutely love it.
Nice. All right. Well, that's all for trips to the store. Let's move on with the rest of the show.
We now return to the Transmissions Podcast.
Okay, let's jump into some convention news.
All right, we have a couple things in convention news this week. TF Nation has announced TF Nation 2025 Minicon Reading. This is November 22nd. Ticket sales open Saturday, June 21st at noon British Standard Time. So it's a single day convention, and it's going to be at the University of Reading's Great Hall. So that looks like a lot of fun. The next thing we have is TFCon Chicago is going to, looks like it's a combined party with TFW 2005 because it is TFW 2005's 25th anniversary. And that makes me feel really old. I remember the whole like fandom drama and stuff that caused TFW 2005 to be created. When trans fandom.
Do explain, because I don't remember that.
It was like there was two boards, and it was like trans fandom and stuff, and I can't remember exactly what all happened, but I just remember TFW came out of it, and they've been going strong ever since. So they're gonna have a big party, October 25th, during TFCon Chicago, and they're gonna have a dedicated room for the party. They're gonna have a bar, food, prizes, music, special guests, photo ops and stuff. So sounds like a fun time. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go to TFCon Chicago, which makes me sad, but I think this would just be a blast to go to. So check that out, and congrats to TFW on 25 years. Amazing.
Right. Very cool. All right, let's finish up the show with some feedback. Okay, on YouTube, episode 646, Stuart, one of our regular YouTube commenters, has some love for Lilith, for the comic that Daryl showed up last week in Trips to the Store that was not Transformers. So he says, awesome, Daryl. I actually backed the complete series when it got put on Backer Kit. I didn't realize that the creator drew Windblade. The hunt begins anew. So,
yeah, it's she, I believe Corinne did some of the later issues of the Windblade series, but I don't know if you use any of the comic book apps. But I use one called League of Comic Geeks, and it's a free app. And if you search by creator, you can search up Corinne Howell, and it will show you all of the books that she has been associated with. So yeah, it's you're a fan of her art, then you can look her up and just kind of go and collect all the stuff that she's been working on. She has a cover coming out for the new X-Men title, number 18, if you're looking forward to her art there. So she's actually got a bunch of covers coming out. So
yeah. It's funny because other than Transformers, her a lot of her artwork is very much in the like horror, sexy horror genre. So lots of cool, sexy horror, stuff that she's into. So Very,
Mhm.
very talented artist, very skilled, and lots
Mhm.
of cool stuff she's working on.
Yeah, she's been
So.
getting some work from Marvel lately for covers.
Mhm.
She did a cover on a Werewolf by Night book, which was frankly right up her alley.
Mhm.
But yeah, so she did some of that. It's yeah, so she's got a bunch. I've been looking into some of the solicitations for Marvel books in the next couple months, and she's got some covers coming up from other stuff as well. Like I mentioned, X-Men number 18 is she draws Liliana on there, or Magic
Mhm.
she goes by. So yeah, it's a
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
cool looking cover as well. Yep.
Colossus's little sister, right?
That's right. It's a
Yeah.
pretty badass character on her own. So anyway,
Mhm.
but yeah, so she's been getting some good work, and I'm very, very happy for her, because back in the Windblade days, you could tell she was well, I mean, a lot of artists were struggling back then as well, but she was definitely just trying to break into the industry. So she's definitely
Mhm.
come a long way.
Yep. Yeah, she went to a few TF cons back in the day too, so we met her
That's right.
and got to, say hi to her a couple times. So
Mhm.
cool. All right. On Discord, we got a couple comments from Mechadino, one of our longtime listeners. So first, he says, and this is commenting on the Zoids Transformers crossover, Zoids Diaclone Transformers crossover we talked about last week. He says, I just have to say that using the Shield Liger as an alt mode for Optimus wasn't my top choice. Heck, probably wouldn't be in my top 10 Zoid choices. Respectable choice, though, but a Blade Liger would have been a better choice. But going off the Chaotic Century universe, which it will be pulling from, having Megatron as a Saber Tiger might work as well. So I am not deep enough into Zoids stuff to agree or disagree with that. But Dr. Pants, please, if you have a response, go ahead.
Oh, I do. I've actually built Zoids. I just finished the Shield Liger. It's on my shelf over there. But I mean, I will kind of agree with him based on the stuff we've got in the States, but I want to say the reason they use the Shield Liger is the Shield Liger is one of the older Zoids, and it first came out in 1983. So one of the reasons they're probably using it along with Optimus Prime is Zoids and Diaclone in Japan was out around a very similar time, and that's probably why they're pulling it there. The Shield Liger is actually one of the most reused versions they have. It's come out in almost every version they've ever put out. There is a Shield Liger.
Essentially, it's their Optimus Prime.
Kinda, yeah. I get what he's coming from with the Blade Liger, because the Blade Liger is a very similar design, but it's got two orange swords, which would kind of make sense to use with an Optimus, because Optimus now typically comes with some kind of orange sword or axe. On that note, he is kind of right. If you're going to pair Megatron, you want to use like a Saber Tiger or a Saber Fang, because that was like the opposite to the Shield Liger in their series. So, but I kind of get where Megadon is coming from, but I think just for the sake of time period and whatnot and recognizability, because they're going to go with that, especially because they're two very Japanese brands who have been around the same amount of time. That's probably why they went with the Shield Liger.
All right.
I didn't realize Zoids had
thanks.
been around that long.
Not in America, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've been around a long time. Japan loves their robot model kit toys.
All right. Mechadino has another comment. This is about the Studio Series 86 Devastator. So he says, speaking on something about the Devastator and Scrapper specifically, how we have gotten upgrades from DNA Design and other companies, not done some kind of deal for Scrapper to make him more like a leg. I could be wrong. I remember the Generations Deluxe set from many years ago. We had several upgrades where we got the Constructicon's guns, hands upgrades for Devastator, and one for Mixmaster, but nothing for Scrapper. All he needed was a heel that would cover for his head and arms. How have we not given Scrapper this opportunity for an upgrade? Well, we just talked about it in this episode that DNA Design is doing an upgrade kit for Scrapper And it does look like it's reinforcing the leg mode in addition to filling in a bunch of hollow bits on that Scrapper Studio Series 86 figure. So Mechadino, DNA Design has answered your challenge. So hope it is it looks good to you. So let us know what you thought about it.
Also, I mean, let's be fair. Scrapper has always just been as a leg doing a handstand with a scoop. That's just how he forms a leg.
Yep, that is true. All right. Well, that is all for feedback. And that takes us to the end of this episode of Transmissions. Of course, at the end of every episode, we give a shout out to our Masterpiece Donatrons. These are the folks who continue to support the podcast at our highest level on Patreon. And that's why they get a mention in every episode. So thank you once again to John 4X Levengood and Steve C. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for continuing to support the show. And thank you to everyone else out there.
Wait. Wasn't there a feedback about Big Bots, Charles?
No.
No, Daryl. I told you that was lost.
Was it lost? Was it? Could have sworn I saw one come in. Weird how that happened.
Weird how we haven't gotten the Big Bots in like over a year. It's weird. Very weird.
Is it weird?
Weird.
All right. As I was saying, thank you to everyone out there who continues to watch and listen to the show. If you are curious about Big Bots feedback, go check out our Discord at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. You can see the conversation about Big Bots going on there in our feedback channel on the Discord. So, look forward to more Big Bots episodes in the future. We'll see.
You guys are just part of one.
What?
Dr. Pants, I'm relying on you. I'm relying on you to get this done.
I don't know if that's a safe bet or not, Charles, but hopefully something happens. Like I talked with Daryl, we've got plans. We got plans for something. Maybe. We'll see.
All right. Well, Dr. Pants, thank you for hanging out with us this week. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find your stuff online?
You can find me and all my friends at Nerdstradamus. The link tree is right below my name here if you're watching on YouTube, and also it's in the show notes if you're listening via audio. Our main output is the Nerdstradamus YouTube channel. We have been a little lax in content as of late, but life gets in the way. It happens. We did on this past Friday just record a new podcast for Nerdstradamus. We talked about the Summer Game Fest, all the new reveals, and we all talked about 1 week with the Switch 2 and how we feel about it. So look forward to that going up if you want to listen to that. That's a lot of fun. And we've got plans for some Transformers themed stuff in July around the time of TFCon Toronto. So keep your eyes open for that. But as always, thank you guys for having me. It's always a blast to be here.
All right. And thank you as well, Dr. Pants. And thank you to everyone out there for watching and listening. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.